she can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
'Tis the season to be a VIP. Apply for the HSN card and instantly get $20 off when you're approved. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get the best deals on holiday shopping. Enjoy extra flex on beauty, fashion, and jewelry gifts all the time. And 12-month VIP financing on electronics, toys, and home items $3.99 and up. Plus exclusive VIP offers. And there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Well, welcome into HSN. I am Shannon, and we are here with great electronics. And we're really kind of starting Black Friday and the holiday season, at least in terms of brand names that you know, brand names that you trust, but prices that are pretty hard to ignore to not only help you with your holiday shopping for somebody special on your list, but to hopefully help you shop for you. For most of us, I think we try to do as much work from home, whether you telecommute or you're looking for what I would call the get-her-done computer. I love my tablets, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to really and truly having a home office replacement, this is from HP. Of course, they are America's sweetheart brand. They are our #1 brand here at HSN, and they're the nation's leader when it comes to laptops. They built this just for you. They really did. So you get fun fashion colors, much like Samantha Brown's luggage. You'll have to look at your laptop, you have to look at your luggage. Why not at least have something pretty? They also have my favorite brand of processor. It's the upgraded A4, the AMD A4, plus portability. Do you know at that feature price of $399, the bonus software and extras are at almost $400 alone? Seriously. So you can choose any one of those great fashion colors, 682147. So burgundy, blue, we got the rose gold, the silver, all of those available in very limited quantities on a $66.67 price. So we have Mr. Joseph Harrison, who is not only one of our revered and resident electronic experts. Is it 13? How long have I known you now?
She's 17 years.
17 years?
Yeah, Shannon, 2002 is when we started together.
Okay, and yet neither one of us has aged today. Well, your computer might be aging as you speak just because you haven't cleaned it. And you're like, it's bad enough I gotta clean my bathroom, I gotta clean my computer. I didn't know. Did you know? Here's what I'd love for you to do. You probably didn't know about this product or why you needed it until you hear Joe describe it. So let me just give you the little, peripherals.
I'm ready.
This is the only product like it in the world. It is called the Fixmestick. It is the only product in the world that basically is your private geek squad. The only other way to clean your computer, and Joe will describe that, is to take it to a geek somewhere, and they charge you basically $100 to do it once, and then they hold your computer hostage until they give it back to you. This does not replace your antivirus programming, but it does what your antivirus programming cannot do. It will scan, it will clean all of the files in your computer, not just the ones like the naughty kids that are in timeout in the corner. It'll clean everything on your computer. You might find that your computer runs faster than ever before. Even if it's an older operating system, this will support. So those are the details. Only here at HSN, Fixmestick, one computer, one license, 60 bucks.
That's right, yeah, same price.
One computer, one license, $60. This is PC or Mac now.
That's right.
It's the upgraded. We used to tell you you have to choose PC or Mac. Okay. It's a protective little gold case, which I think is genius. I'm afraid to say, is it 3?
It's 3 computers.
See, I'm still nervous.
But it also lasts a lifetime too.
Forever.
So you don't pay those annual $60 fees. So that's the great thing about having is that you use this, you buy it today, Shannon.
Yeah.
Your computer is good today, next year.
Yeah.
Any computer
Forever.
up to 15 years old, and now any computer going in the forward.
Okay, so it is 674-555. We have so many hundreds of perfect reviews on this. Of course, we'd love to say hi to you. It is also on a 5-pay flex pay. Now, if you're new to HSN, $12 flex pay. That means for $12, 3 computers, forever.
Forever.
I just see, I know I'm still nervous about it.
For as long as you own them.
For as long as you own them. But that flex pay is good for this hour and this hour only. So also free shipping, extended holiday return policy. Joe, I know I kind of did the broad strokes,
Sure.
but let's slow things down a little
Absolutely.
bit. For the average person, I think most people had no idea that we needed to clean our computer. Who is this for? What does it do? And why is it such a necessity for anyone who has any kind of computer out there?
Well, when you ask who's it for, it's anyone
Right.
who's using a computer. And then what happens is every time you get online, you download viruses, Trojans, malware, rootkits, all this nasty stuff that starts to clutter up your system and then starts to slow it down. And for a lot of us, that's when you want to get rid of your computer, buy another computer, or you run your antivirus. Or what you also do is you take it to the store, take it to somebody to fix it, and the most common place is a squad, and it costs about $100 for you to scan your computer. Here, you run Fixmestick. This is all you need to do. When your computer feels like it's running slow, when your computer takes too long to turn on, when the internet seems slow, just pop Fixmestick into that side of the computer and it cleans everything out. So this is the big difference, because for a lot of us, we've been using our antivirus as that first line of defense, and that's what you're supposed to do. But your antivirus only scans the 10% of your hard drive. It only scans the active files. So even though you're using it, your computer still is running slow, still feels like it's running sick, still feels like there's something wrong. But when you run Fixmestick, it's the only product of its kind that scans 100% of the files. So not just scanning 10% or the active files, 100% of the files get scanned. And all it is a simple little USB stick. You pop that into any computer up to 15 years old, and this is gonna run a deep clean on your system. So step one, insert this into your computer. Step two, software is going to pop up on your screen. You double click Run Fixmestick. Step three is you come back 2 to 3 hours later and your computer's fixed, it's fast, it's fresh, it's clean, it's like it's brand new right out of the box. And this works on PCs and works on Macs. And the reason why you need this is that every single day, there are about 300,000 new viruses that come out. What we know of is there are about 500 million known viruses. It only takes one virus to lock down your system, takes one virus to delete all your files, takes one virus to steal your identity. Because in 2018, the #1 way that people had their identity stolen was from a virus that was on your computer. Because when you think about it, have you ever put your social security number on a file on your hard drive? Probably have. Have you ever typed in your credit card, typed in your address, typed in your full name, typed in your kids' information? When you're typing that in, there are viruses that are designed to capture those digits and that information and then send it to somebody else, and they can steal your identity. But I'll show you this. This is the dashboard you're gonna get when you double click Run Fixmestick. So it's gonna do, the first thing is check to make sure that you're online. And then step 2, 3, and 4, this is when it shows you the power of HSN, because it's updating every single time. Now, everybody else in the world has to pay $60 a year for those updates. Yours are included forever. Step 5, we start to scan. Now, this red line, that represents our hard drive. Now, the hard drive starts there, ends on the other side. We've now been scanning for about 10 minutes. That's about how long my antivirus will scan until it's done. Well, Fixmestick in this case won't stop until all 200, 300,000 files have been scanned, not just once, but now there's something in there called a triple scanner. So every file gets scanned now 3 times to make sure it's free of any virus, any Trojans. It's kind of like if you just had a cleaning crew come into your house. And they don't clean the house once, they go back and clean it again, and they go back and clean it again to make sure every nook and cranny of that computer is now fresh, it's clean. And when I talk about this speeding up your system, this is our 3rd year now having Fixmestick here. The number of reviews that people have said that this has restored their computer, brought it back to life, and the reason why, it's getting rid of all this stuff that slows down your system. When you run this on a weekly basis, and that's what we do in our household, every single week, every Friday night, I always do it at nighttime, so that way it's running while I'm sleeping. So when I wake up the next morning, my computer's fast, it's fresh, it's clean, it's brand new, it's like it's right out of the box again, because it does that deep clean to get rid of everything. And the easiest way to tell you why it speeds things up is every single time you go online, whether you're checking email, checking the news, checking the weather, you're adding something for your computer, a tracker that holds on to your system. So imagine if you went to the mall. Every store you went by, whether you went in or not, you end up grabbing a big bag. Then before you got around the entire mall, you're carrying all these bags. You know how it would slow you down, but now think about how many websites you interact on every single day. Those trackers are slowing down your internet.
True.
So now, Shannon, when you run this on a regular basis, we actually ran tests on this to see how fast this will make your computer.
Okay.
If you run this on a regular basis, then all you have to do is once a week. Turning it on now becomes 89% faster.
Oh, wow.
We're almost doubling the startup speed. The internet we just talked about. You're paying a lot of money for that high-speed internet. 39% faster internet speeds too. The hard drive, the graphics card, the processor, all has improved health because you're running it on a weekly basis.
Okay, here's the thing though. I know you just saw that little graphic bubble at the bottom of your screen. 5-pay flex pay, done at 12 midnight. It is $12 on your credit card. It is free shipping. Frankly, you are not going to need that extended holiday return policy, which whether you've shopped here or not at HSN, if you haven't, welcome. I hope you try this because I didn't realize that I needed to clean my computer, and maybe you didn't either, but you don't need that money back guarantee until the end of January because you know all too well, whether it's an older operating system or a newer operating system, this will support operating systems that Microsoft doesn't even support anymore. And the whole idea is, it is the only product like it in the world. And it is the only place in the world where unless you're taking your computer to a geek and they'll charge you $99 for one little scan, and then by the time you get your computer home, who knows, you could have something else lurking on there. But every other place in the world, Fixmestick is sold one computer, one license, $60, $59. This is 3 computers forever for the price of one. And by the way, if you have one Mac, if you have one PC.
You're blended families.
If you're, doesn't matter, right, Joe?
It doesn't matter. Like my wife uses a Mac,
Yeah.
me and the kids, we use PCs, and the same stick works in both. So it works for up to 3 computers. You don't have to tell even the stick what it is. You just pop it into that USB port. That's step 1. As soon as you insert that, then the software is going to come up on the screen. This truly is as simple as 1, 2, 3. But if you have any questions, you're also going to get a big card, a 5x7 card that comes with your Fixmestick. Don't get rid of this, because this also has an exclusive toll-free number just for HSN customers. Because anywhere else you buy Fixmestick, you'll get 1 year of support, and it's email support. Here at HSN, you get a lifetime of support, and it's all based over the phone. Now, we talk about a lifetime. You know, sometimes as you go through your life with electronics, things get banged up.
Sure.
With a Fixmestick, it's actually designed itself to be life-proof.
Okay,
so I've dunked this in water.
Oh,
you put this in
goodness.
snow, you can drop it, kids can step on it. The USB stick itself is designed to last a lifetime. It's more durable. We actually put it on a keychain because it's just as important as your car keys and your house keys, because think about all the information you put on your computer. You want it to be protected, get those viruses off your system, and that way all that information is safe and secure on your computer.
And again, for a lifetime, for a lifetime. It's lifetime protection. I don't know if we have time to show the testimonial footage or not. Well, let's do it real quickly, because remember, this is your last hour for that 5-pay flex pay. If we haven't convinced you, here's what some fans have to say.
I love Fixmestick customer service because I can call them, reach another person at the end of the line who's helpful, friendly, and explains things to me in a way that I understand them.
When I first started using the Fixmestick, I used it on my computers, I tried it on friends' computers. Every single one of them had some sort of malware, even though they had virus protection up front, and the Fixmestick was able to clear all of them out.
I have 3 kids who are always downloading games that can have viruses that can really slow down the computer. With the Fixmestick, I plug it in and I can fix the problem myself.
And what's funny is we've done a number of different versions of Fixmestick. So every time they get a new item number, then it's like the reviews start over again. But it's what, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
We're more than 3,000 reviews.
Oh, thousands.
And every previous generation of Fixmestick has gone on to be a customer pick, because we all get frustrated.
We do.
You know, why is our computer slowing down? Well, it's slowing down because you're downloading viruses, Trojans, malware, all that nasty stuff that slows down your system. You run antivirus, but Shannon, antivirus only only scans the active files,
Right.
which are about 10%. So imagine you hired a cleaning crew, but they only clean the dining room. The rest of the house didn't get cleaned at all. With Fixmestick, it not only cleans the dining room,
Right.
it cleans everything. It's the only product that scans 100% of the files to make sure the Trojans,
Right.
the viruses, whatever that nasty stuff is, it's off your system, and you can use it safer, and also makes those computers last longer. Last thing I'll say, Aaron's got a great computer coming up. Even if you have a brand new computer, run this on a weekly basis to help maintain that brand new speed.
And I know Joe mentioned it already, but especially because unless you've taken your computer to a geek, you've never cleaned your computer. It started at night because let it do its
Takes
thing.
a few hours, sure.
It's gonna, because there's stuff on your computer that you don't know about. So, and it's kind of like that commercial that's running right now. They're in the dentist's office. It would be like the dentist or the hygienist only cleaning one tooth.
Right.
And it's kind of like, when is okay not okay? When you've got Fix Me, and it's going to be a set it and forget it forever for both PC and Mac. 3 computers, 3 licenses forever for the cost of 1. Okay, Joe's gonna tell me where to go, and I will thank him for that.
Sure, I've got my Garmin coming up too, and I'm gonna be able to tell you where to go for a lifetime.
I know.
It also has a lifetime of maps on there too, Shannon.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, you see that HSN price of $229? That's also what the manufacturer sells it for. But you were telling me they don't have the lifetime maps and traffic?
No, if you go right to Garmin's website, it's just the regular Garmin. $79 every single 3 months for the updates. You're getting it for a lifetime.
All right, well, more electronics. Aaron Berger's coming up next. Stay tuned.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
This is Electronic Connection at HSN. I'm Shannon. My dear friend Aaron Berger is back. And if you're not friends with your computer, is it because it's hot and it's slow and it just doesn't have a big pretty screen? Maybe it's not an HP? Well, we have the answer for you, because we love our tablets, we love our cell phones, to be sure. But at the end of the day, when you really want to do your work from home, and whether that's a back to school computer, whether that's from running a small business, frankly, our families become small businesses at home. This is the get-her-done computer for sure. HP, of course, America's sweetheart brand, #1 laptop manufacturer in America, our #1 brand at HSN. So even though HP is sold elsewhere, they do some things for us they don't do for anybody else. And Black Friday came early. So in your choice of great fashion colors, upgraded processor. Aaron knows I'm a super fan of AMD. If you are familiar with the PlayStation and the Xboxes, they use AMD processors. So it's an upgraded processor. It's more memory. The software and extras are pretty much the price of admission.
$391.
Yeah,
so they're
like
$8 off.
Yeah, well,
$8 off the price of admission, right?
Okay.
That's pretty extraordinary.
It's on a 6-pay flex pay. Anyone can use flex pay, or you can do actually an extra. Can they do an extra flex pay on the HSN card? Oh no. Okay. Oh, 12-month VIP. Well, you know what? You can do 12.
That's even better, right?
That's even better.
Yeah.
So that makes it $33 and change, and you can apply and buy. So it's fun fashion, it's fast, it's wildly affordable. It's $100 off for this show. So we have the burgundy, we also have the blue, love that rose gold, and then the silver, if you're not quite sure, that's also a nice metallic. 682-147. So Aaron Berger, I've known him for lucky, go over 13 years?
About 13 years, yeah.
Okay.
I think this will be my 14th Christmas us at HSN.
Isn't that wild?
Going into our 14th Christmas season together, Shannon.
You know, I have to commend our buying and planning team, though. The deals that I'm seeing in the first week of October,
they're good.
They're actually the stuff that they usually
This is our like mid-November stuff,
Have you
right?
noticed that?
I totally have noticed it.
And with that extended holiday return policy, especially if you're getting it as a gift for yourself, then you know, you could shop till you drop on this.
Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I always, because we always start sometime around mid-October, our early return policy, right? So basically you can have your, whatever it is you buy, you can have till January 31st.
Yep,
is that correct?
Exactly.
So I tell my friends, if you're the kind of person that likes to get something home and really try it out for a while, but know you can return it without any worry at all, it's nearly, I say don't wait till November or December to buy it in October, because that's really the longest return window. It's 3.5 months.
Isn't that crazy?
You'll know if you love your computer, and this computer, you will love this computer. And I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. First of all, it really combines the best of a lot of worlds. For example, and I'll talk more about, I'm gonna kind of do an overview, and then I'll talk more about this. This is a solid state drive, but it's a 256 gigabyte solid state drive. Now, what's a solid state drive? Most computers have a really heavy mechanical hard drive inside their computer. It's almost like, think of it like a machine where everything is stored, okay? But it has to move, information has to be written on it, so it's heavy. It's kind of old-fashioned now.
Is that why it gets hot and stuff
That's why it gets hot. That's why it's so heavy. That's why the battery doesn't last very long, because it takes a lot of power. This computer, all electrical impulses inside. So this is a 256 gigabyte. You see that it says down there, SSD. That stands for solid state drive. That is what every computer expert in the world will tell you right now. Get a solid state drive because they're faster, they're lighter, they're more dependable, your battery life lasts longer. But the problem with solid state drive usually is those computers don't have an optical drive, that is a CD, DVD drive as well, because they're so expensive to maintain. I should say they're expensive for the manufacturer to put in, and it's already more expensive for the manufacturer to put in a solid state drive. Well, this computer, which, you know, speaking of holidays, we, for the past probably 6 or 7 or 8 years, on Black Friday weekend, we do, our big computer is a $399 computer. That's the price that we always go for, right? So at sort of the Black Friday price, you're getting the largest solid state drive we do with an optical drive built in. It's big. Again, you know, something like 10 or 20% of computers in the US now even have an optical drive. So when you want to watch a movie, when you want to listen to music, when you want to burn data, and Shannon said, because this is the AMD processor, watching movies, streaming video. In fact, we're streaming HSN Live right here, streaming on your computer, whatever it is you like to do that is visually oriented on the computer, playing games. AMD is the company that really sets the gold standard for that.
It does indeed. And you know what? I think this is the first solid state drive computer that I've ever sold with you that has an optical drive.
It's really almost unheard of. I mean, there's one model that we do, it's this model. I'm not sure you and I have done it together either. I've done it a handful of times.
I have.
And it's a big deal because it's the one thing everybody says, God, of course I'd love to have. So I want my computer to be faster. I want my computer to be lighter. Do you know the battery life on this is 10 hours?
Wow.
It weighs 3.9 pounds. Guys, it's a 15-inch computer. It's not a 14-inch. It's not a 13-inch. It's the #1 selling screen size in America. But it has longer battery life, it's lighter, et cetera, because of the solid state. And most importantly, it's faster because of the solid state.
So a couple of things. Once more, if you are new to HSN, well, happy weekend. We were doing a 5-pay flex pay on everything until 12 midnight. So this is obviously the last show in the last hour where all of those goodies qualify. We really started what we would call our Black Friday or big holiday electronic push early. This is the kind of thing that normally we would reserve for Thanksgiving weekend or maybe Cyber Monday. That's typically when we do a special on HP in particular.
You're right. That's what we're going to do this year.
We do it on Cyber Monday.
The screen's not going to be this big. The memory's not going to be this big. It's not going to have an optical drive. It's going to be a great computer. It's going to be a knockdown drag out. Don't, you know, of course.
But I doubt very much it's also going to have almost $400 worth of bonuses and extras.
Software. Great point.
So extended holiday return policy, and that's whether you've shopped here or not. and FlexPay. If you are new, remember, you can use PayPal, I use my debit card, you can do any major credit card. It doesn't mean that it's like a layaway program. We still zip it off to you. We have our extended holiday return policy, which means, especially if it's a gift for you, and if you're like a lot of us, if you're not getting things done on your computer, it's probably because it's old, probably because it's slow, probably because it has a lackluster or an older processor. You are hitting it out of the park with this, but for $66.67 on your credit card, we will zip this off to you. It has a free shipping, extended return policy until the end of January, which is great, especially if you are going to be using it. But, and this is unusual, do you remember when we started doing that extended holiday return policy, Aaron and I, 13 years ago, used to have to do a disclaimer on everything but electronics. Do you remember that?
Yes, I totally remember that. I
still get nervous saying it. I gotta be perfectly honest.
Because electronics, guys, it is so uncommon in the real world.
Because if you can get a 14-day or even a 30-day return policy, which is normally what we do here at HSN, that's one thing.
I do remember that.
With electronics, extended holiday return, that's number one, but there's no restocking fee. And it's the kind of thing that even being here well over 20 years, I still get nervous saying it because I recently had to buy a couple of things the traditional way at retail. And you forget, they send you down one aisle for software, they send you down another aisle for chargers, they send you down another aisle for all these other things. And then, they've got HPs, but your choice is black and black or black and gray.
I like charcoal.
Yes, or charcoal. So we have fashion, we have fun, we have affordability, and we have it for you on that 6 flex pay for this hour, 682-147. Burgundy, the blue, the rose gold, or the silver. Remember, this is an abbreviated presentation. It's HP, so right there we kind of bury the lead. I mean, they're a brand that's known for quality.
It's HP, it's Windows, it's Windows 10, so the number one Windows, the latest Windows operating system. Of course, it's AMD. If you're a lover of graphics, if you're a lover of video, if you like to stream video, AMD really is a gold standard for so many people. One thing our producer, Rocky, was just kind enough to remind me of, and you've seen it, it's kind of been dancing on the side of your screen over here. We've been popping it up. Any Windows computer should have antivirus. This is Vipre Antivirus. It's 6 licenses. So that price protects 6 computers for the life of 6 computers. It's 6 Vipre Antivirus and 6 Vipre, let me be very clear about this. It's 3 Vipre Antivirus and 3 Vipre Identity Shield licenses. Vipre Antivirus protects you against viruses, spyware, malware. Nice. Vipre Identity Shield is so important. If you like to shop online, Shannon Smith, if you like to shop online, if you like to shop online, that protects you when you go online. It protects your credit card number. It does. It protects your bank account information. In fact, my assistant Jamie was just telling me tonight, she just had her, what was it, Jamie? Her debit card. Somebody just got into her debit card. You know, those things happen all the time online.
I had both of mine.
This protects you against it.
I know,
it's
both
such a pain.
of mine, especially this time of year. So that's $30 off. So Vipre, we didn't bring in we used to do today's specials on them, but we don't have as many, so we're not able to do that. But we do have a few if you're shopping tonight. Brandon, I'm just gonna hop up because these metallic colors they're almost like jewelry.
Especially.
So this is actually a little more representative in terms of what the color looks like.
That's rose gold.
It's oh gosh, everything is rose gold. Like all the hottest electronics right now are rose gold. Now. And listen, I know you're buying this for function as opposed to fashion, but why not? You're going to be looking at your computer for years to come. Certainly years to come in this case because upgraded processor, AMD. Remember, they are the same family of processors that on the Xbox or the PlayStation, the lightsaber guys, they're the guys.
Do the sound. Come on, everybody wants to hear it. You're so good at it.
I'm a big Star Wars nut, so go figure. But it is important because you will be keeping this for some time to come. Now, when we say that, sometimes I always have to give the little disclaimer, like my mom, as an example, who's watching. She's saying, well, I don't do video games. doesn't matter. My mom loves her Facebook videos.
There you go.
Loves her Facebook videos.
That's what this is about. That's what AMD is about. Anything video related.
Anything video related.
Graphic related.
So you could be watching movies. You could be watching
your favorite series.
Right.
Your stories.
Cat videos.
Right.
I mean, whatever it might be. A lot of our shopping sites, you know, I watch a lot of our presentations on hsn.com via the internet. So all of those things are improved and enhanced with this. That optical drive is like a unicorn. We just don't do those on solid state laptops. It is a $66.67 flex pay. Remember, that means even if you've never shopped here at HSN, you can split up those payments and we zip it off to you. 682-147. I think at the end of the day though, Erin, when I said we love our cell phones, we love our tablets. However, if you are trying to run a small business, if your family is basically your small business, if it's a son or daughter in high school, college, grade school, middle school.
When it's time to get work done, you need the full Monty.
Yes, you do.
You really do.
You absolutely do.
You need the full keyboard. You need the 256 gigabyte beautiful solid state drive. This even has an expandable card slot in it.
Nice.
In just a minute, in 30 seconds, we're gonna run a video for you all that explains the difference between solid state drive and hard drive. But just before we do, I've got a little surprise for you. Our lights are gonna come down. Hit it, James. Our buddy James just ran backstage. Thank you to turn the lights down. I wanted to make sure everyone knew. Look at this.
No way.
Backlit keyboard. Yeah. You just don't expect it $399,
Not at that
frankly.
price.
That is something you see on, you know, your $1,200 AirBook kind of computers. Sure. Having a backlit keyboard makes all the difference in the world. The keys themselves are lighted too, as you can sort of see. That's hard to see with the irises that are in our cameras, but you can certainly see it there. So that means if you're lying in bed at night, that means if you're on planes, trains, and automobiles, if your kids are in a classroom, they're doing a presentation. I almost said overhead projector. I was gonna date myself. But if they turn the lights down in the classroom, what this means is you've always got a great view of your computer. So no matter if you're going with the beautiful, beautiful rose gold or the silver or the burgundy, they all have backlit keys. So I wanted to show that to you guys real quick. Right. Let me spend a moment, if I may, digging into a little bit more, what is this solid state drive?
Absolutely, because I think at the end of the day, if you want quick startup, if you want ease of use, not for nothing, and it needs to be said, yes, we're gonna have a great Cyber Monday something, it's not gonna be this. This has the larger screen. I just want to point that out real quickly, because usually when we do a solid state screen, or a solid state drive rather, and these kind of features, it is in the slightly smaller profile screen.
Absolutely, it's usually the 13 or the 14 inch size screen, almost always.
So when we see, this is the most popular laptop screen size.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but those never have, zero times have an optical drive with them.
Ever.
It's only when you get to the 15-inch screen that we have ever had one with an optical drive.
And that's for $66 and change on your credit card. So I would do it. Remember, you have that comfort umbrella, if you want to call it that extended holiday return policy, whether it's a gift for your son, for your daughter, for yourself. Maybe it's a to the family, for the family gift. You know, if the kids all have their little tablets and they all have their little cell phones, this is the family computer. That's what it's like in my brother's household. You know, the kids have their little phones. Thank you, Auntie Shannon. You know, everybody's got, you know, the little tablet.
Of course.
But there is.
But when it's time for schoolwork.
There's the hub.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the hub.
Look, everything else connects to your computer. You have your, not only your Wi-Fi, but your Bluetooth on your computer as well. You update your other electronics. You download a lot of their patches and stuff. So you got to have a great computer in the house.
Which, by the way, your map updates that are free with our Garmin, or your traffic updates which are free with your Garmin, you do through your computer.
Do you do those through your computer?
Yeah, you do. In fact, I think, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
I connect my GPS to my computer to do my map updates, right?
Yeah, so there you go.
So you gotta,
so that's gonna make it a lot easier.
All right, let's talk.
How much are those usually? Like $69 or something?
I know, like $80 a piece.
Thank goodness Joe's in the wings. Otherwise, we just have to make it up.
I know, I can hear audio. They're like, you know, he doesn't have a mic. His mic's
That's okay, we can hear.
Exactly, we can hear him. Okay, so let's
solid state versus,
drive.
check out this video, because it really does help break it down. So in a hard drive situation, you have a mechanical drive inside your computer. It makes it hotter, it makes it heavier, it eats up battery life, all of those kind of things. The advantages of a solid state drive, it's light, it's so quiet. We haven't said that, you know, the zzz, the buzzing you usually hear, the fan in a hard drive computer, you don't hear that here. Applications load quickly, much better battery life, no moving parts means more durable. It's much quieter, which is really nice as well. The boot up time and instant on, instant off. In fact, I have this really cool little demonstration I want to show you. So normally, in the course of a live presentation, I don't close my computer and open my computer, because you know, if I'll never forget. This is a little TMI, but I got in an argument. I was dating someone once, and I got in an argument with them. They weren't paying attention to me, so I closed their computer screen.
Oh, that's funny.
And it took like 12 minutes. Oh, they're so mad at me because it took like 12 minutes to get the computer started again. I mean, this was probably 10 years ago. So yeah, but I was a little more hot-headed, but I will never forget that as long as I live. Honest to God story. Well, now I wouldn't have gotten in so much trouble because with a solid state, true story, with a solid state drive, instant on, instant off. So unlike your traditional hard drive computers, you know how when you close them, it takes a long, or you know, if your cat accidentally closes it, don't necessarily have to be an argument.
So hissy fit will do you no good.
I really did throw one. I will be embarrassed by the memory of that now that I've shared it with the world for the rest of my life. That was such a juvenile thing to do. But the point is, I couldn't get myself in trouble doing that anymore. And you don't have to wait on your computer. So when you boot up your computer, when you close down your computer, if you accidentally shut your computer, because it's a solid state drive, the hard drive doesn't have to take that time that basically it's inertia, right? Because the hard drive stops, then it has to get power to it. It has to start spinning again. That power has to get over to the graphics chip. It usually takes a while. It doesn't take a while anymore. It's all instant because it's all just electromagnetic impulses inside your computer that make it so much faster.
It is, and boy, make it so much more affordable. It is it's $100 off our price. And that's really not even a fair comparison because HP is America's sweetheart brand. They are sold elsewhere in black and black or black and gray. They don't come in beautiful fashion colors like this. Those retail stores, get ready because they're not doing a $66 flex pay. Those are interest-free payments. You can get it delivered to your door for free. And then you, whether it's a gift for yourself or someone else in your family, a to the family, for the family gift, because this will be the hub, you have until the end of January 2020 to use this. You literally could do your holiday shopping on this and shop till you drop. And if you decide for whatever reason it's not your cup of tea, you can send it back to us. We do not charge what is called a restocking fee. And more importantly, at the end of the day, you get what we're calling kind of the get-her-done computer. This is the hub. This is the one that the whole family will use. This is the one that the whole family will rely on. It has the memory. It has my favorite brand of processor. It's America's favorite brand of laptop. And that's whether you're doing Facebook or social media, or if the kids are using this for school, even if you're doing something as simple as watching a movie in bed at night. The backlit keys make it really easy if you have visual acuity issues, but moreover, it's the bigger screen. This is the most popular screen size in a laptop, so you're not squinting at that little tablet or even, you know, that cell phone. Big, gorgeous, high definition. The better processor from AMD means movies and graphics. Yeah, video games, if the kids happen to play that, or if you're just watching cat videos, everything is smoother. Everything runs, it looks clearer. It's just a better overall experience. And the best part to me is you get that upgraded computer that you're going to be using for years and years to come, whether it is for work, whether it is for play, telecommuting, school, whatever it might be, even if it's something as simple as writing the next great novel, you do get software. Remember, the bonuses in the software about $400.
Nearly.
So you get, you know, you get a little office suite. So you get stuff.
You get it all. You get great stuff. You get some great coupons as well. The entertainment book, the digital version of the entertainment book, which is something I've always loved. Real quick, in our last 90 seconds, my computer is plugged into your television. In fact, look. It's kind of crazy. You almost can't tell the difference between the camera that we were just on, you know, our $100,000 studio cameras, and it's called HP True Vision webcam. So you can use the webcam to talk to your friends and family across the country, across the world. Oh, I'll just give you one very quick reminder. Don't forget, but it is important for anyone who owns a computer, even if you're not picking up this one, Vipre Antivirus protects your computers for the life of your computer. You don't pay every year, and you get 6 licenses with the version that we're offering today. So it's a pretty great value. It breaks down to a little bit over $11 a license. Let me show you with the webcam that I have up and running. I have, let's see, I have hsn.com, I have Netflix, I have Photos, Facebook, Windows Media Player, Microsoft Store, and this really cool 3D paint program. So that's a total of 8 programs.
Wow.
And one thing I want to show you as well, because sometimes on our camera, the video that you've seen tonight, I think looks a little bit blue. It has to do with our studio lighting, but this is what the color looks like on your computer. This is a much truer representation. So whether you're watching Netflix, I'm almost through the latest Peaky Blinders. It's so good. Or whatever it is, whatever, you know, here's your Netflix. If you're watching Netflix or Hulu, or you're streaming HSN Live, or whatever it is you love to do, you just have such beautiful graphics thanks to the AMD processor.
You do, and whether it is just movies or, you know, Facebook, whatever it might be, it's a better overall experience. So we would love for you to call. Remember, you just picked that great fashion color of choice, $66.67 flex pay with free shipping and that extended return policy, which even if you've never shopped here before, no restocking fee, you can do that and shop to your heart's content, hopefully on your brand new computer. Aaron, thank you.
It was a pleasure, always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. Okay, I'll see you soon.
All right, so Aaron will be back soon. Actually, Joe Harrison is gonna be here with the best price that we've seen on a Garmin with these features. But of course, our best value of the day always happens at midnight. And Colleen, I know you've got something gorgeous coming up.
Thank you, Shannon. We really do. Actually, at midnight, we kick off the grand finale of our big Gem Fest here at HSN, and that means extraordinary things are going to be happening, including the most magnificent hand-carved, genuine jadeite bangle. All of those gorgeous stones are from Burma, the most sought-after origin for jade in the world. It is so stunning. I'm in love with this bracelet. I will tell you, it's one of the most limited today's specials we've ever offered. So get ready. We have a few hundred in each choice, just to give you a heads up on that. This is genuine, gorgeous lavender jade with amethyst end caps. Hello. Look at the carving in that beautiful cable motif. Obsessed with the black spinel and the black jade. It's charcoal jade, but it really is a black color, and it's magnificent. We have red jade with genuine garnet, and then we have the famous celadon, that gorgeous natural celadon green jade. This is being offered for the very first time in a gold-plated finish as well. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. I cannot wait. Stay right there. I'll see you at the stroke of midnight with Stella and all kinds of beautiful jade.
Thank you, Miss Colleen. That looks fantastic. Well, we are the little preview party to today's special, and it doesn't matter what kind of party it is. If you're there late or if you're lost, nobody's happy. Joe Harrison is back here with us. He's been on HSN for almost 20 years. He's my brother from another mother. And Garmin is going to be your best friend, whether it's holiday travel or just to the grocery store or road construction or traffic. Garmin is the #1 name when it comes to GPS. This is so feature rich. The website, do you know the Garmin website sells this for $229?
You're kidding.
The Garmin website sells this for $229. When the manufacturer sells this for about $100 more than we're selling it for, they do not do lifetime traffic updates. They do not do lifetime map updates, which you can do for a year. And Joe, normally they ding you for what, almost 80 bucks a pop?
$80 every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
For a year.
That pays for your GPS.
Yeah, so you do the math. If you do all 4 updates every single year, that's $320 per year in updates.
So it's more money to do the map updates than it is to get basically your forever GPS.
Absolutely.
Now that's forever. So it's like 320 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5, because you could look at this as a lifetime GPS, just because the only reason people would ever retire their GPS is why the maps were out of date.
That's right.
And what happened is a lot of people figured, well, geez, if it's going to cost me $80 or it's, you know, $320 a year to upgrade, shoot, I'll just get a new GPS. So you could actually look at this as your lifetime GPS. It's a feature price. That means only as long as supplies last. It is a $26 flex pay, so for less than the cost of that speeding ticket. Or if you get caught using that cell phone, guys and gals, I mean, that is a big old ding on your driving record and a big old ticket. You do not want to get pulled over for that. This is about safety. It's about security. It's about peace of mind. And it's about the best price in America, 613-319. So Joe, oh, and by the way, you do get the mounting hardware. You also get this great, this is like a little vent clip, right?
It mounts to your vent, or you can mount to the suction cup, and mount it directly to the back of your windshield. Yeah, whatever you feel like. So this way, it's nice and secure, but it makes it hands-free.
It is.
That's the key to having Garmin, is that this is the smartest Garmin that we've ever offered. Not only does it give me the dings and notifications letting me know that speeds are dropping, that junctions are up ahead, but Shannon, I can also use this in conjunction with my cell phone.
Yes.
Because what happens right now is if you get a phone call or you get a text message, you take your eyes off the road and you grab that phone. Well, now what's going to happen is, I'll just show you this on the side here. What happens is your Garmin now splits into two screens. So over here, you'll still see the map. Right. This is going to be your notification bar. So this is where those texts will come up. These are where those notifications will come up, because this is the most feature-rich Garmin we've ever offered. Like, if there's only one time you're like, I'm waiting for the Garmin that has it all, this is the one that has it all, because there's so many features. It is the smart Garmin, because there are a lot of GPSs that are kind of the dumb GPS. They just tell you where you're going. But this one, because it connects to your phone, now it actually gets you live traffic updates. So every time you punch in point A to B, it's going to let you know if there's an accident, if there's a traffic jam. It's going to go ahead and reroute you to save you time, save you money. It's also connected to your phone with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So now if you get a phone call, if you get a text message, if you get a reminder that you have an appointment coming up, it'll send you that notification right there. It also has over 4 million points of interest tied in to TripAdvisor. So you can find the better restaurants in your area. If you're in a new town, not quite sure where to go, it gives you all that great advice too. And then Shannon, on top of that, I mean, so many great things. Yeah, it's cool. This still has a voice notification system in it. So as I'm driving along, if I want to change it, all I have to do is say, voice command. Oh, she's talking to me now. Let me back up for a second. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find place.
Speak the name of a place.
Walt Disney World.
Searching for Walt Disney World Resort. Select a line number. Take the ramp on the right toward I-4 West.
2.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Navigate.
Start new route or at his next stop.
Start new route. And that's it, Shannon. I just go from point A to point B. Reroutes everything. Let me go ahead and hit simulate, because we're indoors here. And now automatically, I'm switching everything around. She's taking me where I am, telling me where my turns are going to be, tell me how fast I need to go. And the great thing is, it's also going to tell me how long it's going to take for me to get there. So now I know how long, when my arrival time is going to be. But for me, you know, this is going to be about a 90-mile trip, is what my Garmin's telling me. But it also has something called Up Ahead. So with my family, we're heading to Disney. There's 4 of us. Someone's got to go to the bathroom. I need some money from the ATM, and maybe the car is going to need a little bit of gas. This gives you something called the Up Ahead, where it tells me where the closest gas station, closest bank, closest restaurant is. Even tells you where the closest restroom is. So if you need to pull over, you've got it. But it's nice that it has that big chunk of information on one side, and I can still see my map clearly on the other.
All this for $100 off our price, but not just $100 off our price, $100 off the Garmin website. Now, one thing about that $229 price, on the Garmin website, you do not get lifetime traffic updates, and you do not get lifetime map updates. So at 4 of them a year, that would be over $300, $320. It would be literally more than twice as much to just buy the map updates than it would to just get a brand new GPS. And that's actually the only reason that that people started using their cell phones, because if your map was out of date, guess what? Your GPS was out of date. But this, if you think about it, means it's like having a new GPS every time you upgrade those maps.
That's a great way to put it.
And that's what's so genius about this, because first of all, this is what law enforcement wants you to use. You know, Florida, actually in Minnesota now, it's illegal. You can't, it's not that they don't want you talking to people, they don't want you talking to people when you're in your car.
You're exactly right.
And so this is a way to not only get you where you need to be faster, safer, And not only that, it avoids all of those road hazards and headaches. I'll tell you what, if you get lost, boy, oh boy, that is not a happy car, Joe. That is, nobody's happy then.
No, no one's happy. But the thing about it too, being a distracted driver is so bad. I love the statistic we have right here. The average distraction is just 5 seconds. Now, if I'm going 65 miles an hour on a highway, in 5 seconds, I've gone the length of a football field without my eyes on the road. And you see that kind of, you see all the time, you see people swerving in and out of the lanes, and you go up to them, you see they're on their cell phones. This is designed to make you a safer driver, so you won't be distracted because you've got the map on one side, but then you also have your information on the other. Because you think about it, if you're using your cell phone as a GPS and as your navigation, I've done it, we've all done it from time to time. But what happens is that cell phone is actually using cell phone towers to find your position. Or you put the cell phone on the dashboard, you make a left or a right-hand turn, boom, that cell phone goes flying, like, where's my cell phone? Or your cell phone starts using your data plan. Or your cell phone, so you get a phone call, you get a text message. Because what happens to your phone when somebody calls you? The entire screen goes black and you see the picture of the person who's calling you. So how can you use your map while you're making a phone call? You can't do it. That's why this truly is the most feature-rich Garmin that we've ever offered, because it's designed to tie in directly with your cell phone to get those phone calls right there. And it's also making that safer driver, because see the junction view keeps popping up? It's letting me know every single intersection what that intersection is going to look like. And this doesn't pop up like 10 seconds before the intersection. They usually do about a mile when you're on the highway, about half a mile when you're on the country roads. So that way you know exactly what lane to be into, what's it gonna look like, and it gives you that junction view to make it safer for you. But it's not just the most recent one. You can actually punch this in and then go through every turn by turn that you're going to have on that entire trip, and it lists all those different spots all right there for you. The other thing too I love, like right now we're in a 25 mile an hour zone, but if that changes, like say we were in a 55 mile an hour zone, then it dropped down to the 25, Shannon, it sends you an audio alert. That's big. And a visual alert to let you know, hey, speed limit just changed. And these are one of the things, like some people, like my dad is like, why do I need to update my map every single year? It's like, do I really need to change it? Well, the thing about it, Shannon, is 1 in 5 of our maps and our speed limits changes every single year. So you're thinking about the speed zone could change, the road can change, the number of lanes will change, but there's also 2 out of 5 businesses change every single year as well. So when I showed you that little up ahead view, like if I'm trying to find this 7-Eleven and my data is from 2000, it's from 2016, that 7-Eleven might not be there anymore. So I'm trying to find a gas station or a bank or a restaurant that just doesn't exist. The businesses change more frequently than the roads do. But with your Garmin, all you have to do, I'm gonna back it up for a second.
Do you know what, I forgot about that, because I was using it sent me to the Hut. I wanted pizza. They were closed. It's not there, It's like for lease. And you know when you drive, and it was like 30 minutes out of my way, and I'm just like, I'm getting that pan pizza, I'm getting that pan pizza, I'm getting that pan. What do you mean it's closed? They're all gone. But you can also look up phone numbers. So if you're running late to the doctor's appointment, or God forbid, if you do have a medical emergency, that's actually where, unfortunately, I have had to use a GPS, whether it's an automotive accident or, you know, you have a situation. Those aren't things you want. However, what's the first thing that dispatcher, or AAA for that matter, they're like, where are you? Well, more often than not, you're lost. And well, if I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't be lost. I wouldn't be calling you. I wouldn't be calling you. But Joe, in terms of the businesses being up to date, I'm so sorry I derailed that train. But
well, I wanted to show that all you have to do to make sure you're getting the updates. So Shannon, when you pull in, I left my update available right now. So if you see there's a little blue mark that's right there. Now what happens with your Garmin when you do the setup is you connect this to your router at home, or you connect it to your cell phone. Once you do that, Shannon, it's automatically going to check for the updates and will automatically do the updates for you. So you don't even have to worry about going in and do the update process. It's 100% automatic, just walking you through that initial setup. And if, by the way, you have questions, Garmin is an incredible company. They have great tech support designed to walk you through the setup of using the Garmin for the very first time. But the other thing too is, on TripAdvisor, I went to New York City this past summer with my family. I clicked on things to do, and it found all the things to do in my area. I've only been to New York. I've only been a couple times. I haven't been in years, but as you click on it, it's like, oh, these are all the different things you can do. These are all the reviews for what people enjoyed. Like Shannon mentioned, you can click on it. It has the phone number. It has where to park. It has how do you get there. All this information is listed right here on your Garmin. Over 4 million points of interest that are available for you. So the great thing about having that information is like, this truly becomes like your go-to hub for all that great content that's all right there. So yes, we're going to get you from point A to point B, but if you need to make a pit stop in between, we've got all the spots for you to go right there on your Garmin.
I personally think that the personal concierge services, if you can call them that, are worth it alone. I mean, they really are, let alone that peace of mind of knowing you don't have that fear factor. It must be some DNA code. Everybody in our family, none of us has any really good, reasonable sense of direction or time, for that matter. We got a lot of other good skills, but those are a couple things that we can all use some help on. And this means never being lost. This means you've always got somebody looking out for you, guiding you safely, by the way. If there is, God forbid, road construction. This happened when I was trying to race to the Minneapolis airport. And you want to talk about panic-stricken. I don't know, because those roads have changed since I lived there. So I'm like, okay, I don't know the alternate route to get to the airport when 35W is closed down. So it takes the fear factor out of driving. It makes you safer. It makes you more aware. Legally, you're not supposed to be using those cell phones anyway. And I'll just say it, not only are you not supposed to be using them, but they are not up to date like this is. Because remember, those use cell phone towers. So this actually uses the same satellites that the United States government would use to find you, because I'm working on my taxes, and trust me, the United States government can find you wherever you are.
Yes, they can.
But they can also guide you in a way that is more efficient and much safer. And if you just took the value into perspective, it is a great gift. You're gonna feel better whether it's a gift for you or somebody else that you love and care about that's on the road. But if you just took the affordability into consideration, it is $100 off, not only the HSN price, but $100 off what you would spend at Garmin. And remember, at Garmin for $229, it does not come with lifetime traffic, nor does it come with lifetime map updates. The lifetime maps, just in 1 year alone, you would spend $320. We're doing it for $26 on your credit card. We're paying to send it to you. There's our extended holiday return policy. So that means you have until the end of January. So if you are tucking it underneath that Christmas tree for somebody and they won't be opening it up till the end of December, they've still got a month to try it. But arguably in the season where you're gonna be on the road, even if you're not traveling, as an example, I rent a rental car when I go home to Minnesota.
Sure.
They charge you, it's not quite, boy, I think it is actually about $30 a day. I'm trying to think, it's pretty close to that flex pay, and that's per day. And I'm home for a lot more than 5 days.
Right.
And they're not up-to-date units
They're
either.
old units. They can't connect to your cell phone.
No.
And Shannon, you talked about just going home. I use my Garmin just when I'm coming to work.
Yeah.
I live 22 minutes away from HSN.
Right.
But the thing is, like, we're depending on time, and a lot of our jobs are. So I just punch in here my house to HSN. It lets me know if there's traffic accident. It lets me know if there's a traffic jam. It will automatically reroute me, because if you get stuck on a bridge here in Tampa, you could be on that bridge for hours. This lets me know, so now I'm not going to be late for work.
No.
So even though I know that route like the back of my hand, my Garmin's gonna know if there's something up ahead that I need to be worried about. And even as I'm on the road, if you need to add new routes to it, you can easily add new routes. It tells you that information, how fast you should be going. If you start to speed 10 miles over the speed limit, it sends you that warning, because sometimes we don't even notice the speed limit drops. It lets me know when my next junction is. And if I get a phone call, I don't have to grab my phone call. On the right side, this is your notification panel. That phone number who's calling me will pop up here. If I'm getting a text message, it'll pop up there. It'll even read my text message back to me, and I can talk back and it'll respond, because there's a microphone that's built right there on that corner that is now listening to you as you interact with your Garmin. And what I did is I popped up the up ahead. So as I'm driving for the next couple of hours here, it's gonna let me know where the next gas station is, the closest restaurant, the closest ATM. It'll let me know the closest parking spot if I'm trying to find parking too. So Shannon, not only are we getting from point A to point B, if I need to make a stop in the meantime, or if someone's gonna give me a phone call, it also gives me that information. So it is a safer, smarter Garmin, by far the most feature-rich Garmin that we've ever offered.
It is, and the best price in America, the best price in America. I mean, even if you only use it for your Thanksgiving travel or your holiday travel, trust me, it will pay for itself over and over again. And when I say it takes the fear factor out of getting behind that wheel, it really, really does. Because whether it's inclement weather, my neighborhood is notorious, and whether, you know, maybe you do deliveries or, you know, drop off packages, you know, if that's your vocation, like in my townhome association, you really can't see the house numbers. Right. So I actually had a package that was delivered to my neighbor, and guess what? They moved, so they took my package. You know, not that I blame the guy, because you can't read, especially if it's at night.
Right, tough to see.
If it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's, you know, dark out, you get there safer, you get there smarter. It's peace of mind. It takes that fear factor out, and it's so wildly affordable.
It is. It makes it a safer driver, but I even use it for everyday traffic, so it is a must-have. And with lifetime updates, you just can't beat it, Shannon.
You can't indeed. Are you back tomorrow?
No, I'm back in 2 days.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, so a little bit of a break.
Okay, well, after the tax is done, I am going to Food and Wine. We'll compare notes.
I'd love to go with you.
I know. Speaking of food, I'm going to be in the kitchen. Actually, tomorrow, it is October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We've got a special product coming up in my show. I'll see you in your kitchen at 8. Colleen is next.
Hi everybody, I'm Colleen Lopez. I am so happy you're up with us because we have the most exciting today's special launch for a jewelry lover out there. I am just can't wait to tell you all about it. We've been celebrating Gem Fest all weekend long on HSN. Today is the grand finale. And with the grand finale, we bring you one of the most rare ancient stones on earth. It is genuine Burmese jadeite, the real McCoy, the genuine article, and we are celebrating 10 years with Stella Chow and her gorgeous jade of yesteryear pieces. What's going to happen tonight has never happened before. It's a first in 10 years, biggest carved bangle we've ever offered, and it's